Welcome everyone to Museum on Your Doorstep. This week it's time to do our instruction video on how to make our lovely rainbow wind chime. So let's get started. Okay everyone, so let's get started on our rainbow wind chimes. So get your kits out and let's see some of the supplies that are going to be in your kit, and there will be some supplies you'll have to provide for yourself. So in your kit you should be able to find 6 plain popsicle sticks, 4 pieces of colorful string, and a whole bunch of beads. At your home, I'd like you to find a pair of scissors, a hot glue gun, or some strong like Gorilla Glue or white glue, and then either paint or markers, whichever one you prefer. So to start us off, we need to decorate our popsicle sticks. The popsicle sticks are going to make the base of our wind chime, so we want them to be nice and colorful and pretty. So you'll need your paint or markers and your popsicle sticks. You should have 6 popsicle sticks all together, and I want you to decorate them however you like. So you can make them solid colors, you can put some patterns on them, whatever you'd like to do. You can even leave them plain as is if you would prefer to keep that wood looking style, if you prefer to do that. So you can pause the video here, decorate your popsicle sticks as you would like. I have already done mine, so I'll bring those out and you can pause the video as you decorate yours. So these are the popsicle sticks that I have decorated. You'll notice I've already glued this shape together as what we would need for our wind chime base. I'm going to show you how to do that with my hot glue gun. So after you have decorated your popsicle sticks, we need to make them into this sort of like a star shape. You're going to separate your popsicle sticks into 2 groups of 3. And what I would like you to do with your hot glue gun or with your white glue or Gorilla Glue, whatever you're using, you are going to make triangle shapes. So make sure that you sort of plan it out of how big the triangles are going to be beforehand, so you have a good idea of what you want it to look like. So you're going to make 2 triangle shapes just like this. Glue each of these 3 corners together so that it's tough and it's not going to get away from you. After you have glued these ends together, we're going to overlap them to make this star shape. Now it's important to pay attention to how to make the star shape because you need a very specific amount of holes to make your wind chime. So you have 1 triangle, you can have the point pointed away from you. And I want you to flip your other triangle over so that you have this point pointing towards you. And what you're going to do is you're going to overlap them. So although my popsicle sticks are not glued, I still want to show you the shape that you're aiming for. So here we go. This is the shape that you're sort of aiming for. You'll notice that in each of the corners you have a little hole, so that's what you want. You can see it a little bit better on this one here. What you want to make sure is that you have these 3 holes here, because that's where the beautiful strings of beads are going to be poking out of to make your wind chime. So make sure you overlay it so that you have these 3 outer holes. Okay, so glue away. You can pause the video again to give you some extra time to glue it because I obviously already have done that. So go ahead and make your lovely base for your wind chime. So you have your base, you have it all colored, you have it glued together, looks lovely. Now we get to have some fun with our beads. So this is where you can move your star base of your wind chime off to the side a little bit, bring out your colorful string and all of your beads. So I want you to have fun with this and be creative and be a little silly if you want to, because you get to sort of mix and match the beads as you would like. You should have 4 pieces of colorful string, and I'm going to show you with one of these strings how to start off your wind chime strings. What you want to do is I'm going to grab 1 bead here. This one looks like a cute little flower. You're going to string it through one end of your wind chime string. You want a little bit of a tail at the end here because you notice there's no knot or anything like that, so your beads can fall off. So we're going to attach this particular bead to the string with a knot so that all the other beads don't fall off. You're going to tie a simple knot to the bead like so. Double knot it so that it doesn't come apart. If you would like, you can cut this little tail off of your wind chime. That's where the scissors come into play. So now you can see that this bead is completely attached to the string. That's important so that your other beads do not fall off. So I'll show you how it works. I'm going to attach maybe, let's do 3 beads. So you can just see very simply how it is that this cute little yellow flower bead is going to attach all the beads together. So you can see here that yellow flower bead is keeping all the other beads attached so they don't fly away from your string. So keep on adding beads as you would like. You can spread them out, mix and match the colors, make little patterns. You can do one solid color if you'd like to do that. But what's important when you are making your string is you can cover all the way up here, but you do need a tail. So you want a tail at the top to be approximately this long. This is to help you to tie all the strings together so you can hang it up on your ceiling or against your window later on when you are finished your wind chime. So again, pause the video and do the same for all 4 of your strings, making sure to leave the top of the string empty so that you can tie all of the strings together to hang it later on. I've already made my strings, so feel free to pause the video now and finish up your wind chime strings. Okay, these are the strings that we've made for our wind chime. We have some pretty patterns, some colorful mixtures. We got some animals on some butterflies and rhinos and poodle dogs. So it was a lot of fun to make these, and you can make them completely your own. But you will notice that each of the strings do have these long tails at the top to make sure that we can tie them all together. Now this is where things get a little bit tough, so take your time, pause, rewind as needed, and let's attach our strings to our popsicle stick base. So remember when I said you need these 3 outer holes for your wind chime? This is where it comes into play. You're going to take one of your strings, doesn't matter which one. I want you to string it through one of those holes, just like so. You'll notice it's going to go straight through. We don't want that. So what you're going to do is you're going to go over top of the one popsicle stick and back through the hole. So you're just essentially wrapping the string around that popsicle stick on the inner triangle. And you're going to pull so that it stays nice and straight and stiff and it's not going to go anywhere. Now I want you to do that with the 3 other strings, one here and one here. I'm going to do that very quickly. Again, stick it through, wrap it around the popsicle stick, stick it through a second time, and pull. Last one, stick it through, wrap it around the popsicle stick, stick it through one more time, and pull. So now you have 3, but you have 4 strings. So where does the 4th one go? It's going to go straight through the center. So you're going to gather up the 3 strings that you have already tied to your base. You're going to gather them all up like so. You're going to stick your centerpiece up through the center of your base. And you're going to gather up all your strings like so. Whoop, there we go. And what I want you to do now is I want you to tie a big old knot with this. Maybe. There we go. Nope. Oh, having troubles. There we go. If you need help from a friend or grandma or grandpa or an adult, feel free to get some help. There we go. So you see how it sort of hangs all together like so? You need to adjust, feel free to do so. I'm gonna make this one just a little bit longer. This one a little bit longer. So it sort of hangs in the center. There we go. So now you have a lovely wind chime. And you can hang this in your room if you need to. You can always add an extra string to hang from the middle if you want to hang it in your room. Or if you have some extra tails, you can always tie another knot to make a little hang piece at the top there. or you can just hang it directly from here, like so. So there you go. You have a beautiful, colorful wind chime to put inside your room or outside your window, and enjoy yourself. I hope you had some fun, and we'll see you next time at the museum on your doorstep. And well, that's it, everyone. Thank you for joining us on this instructional video on making a rainbow wind chime. Check us out at wellington.ca/museum for all future museum on your doorstep programs. We'll see you next time.